Okay, let's take a peek at this. I'm gonna look at what Rick's doing here just real quickly. And see, there's the hollowed out Bootagan. They've been charring that a little bit earlier. And we've got this one over here that actually has some maybe cornmeal or rice meal left in it. And then we're going to go over here to Buddy. And can we like to get like a formal introduction here. You want to let us know, I'm going to drop this down just a little bit here. And we got the picture behind you. I'm going to come right up on this right now and take a peek at it. All right. And let us know what's unique about this Bootagan.
Probably the history. My grandparents are in this picture behind me. My grandmother was born in 1856. I had her for the first 9 years of my life. And this is the same Bootagan that's in that picture, which probably dates about 1938. So it's just the age and the history of how many people were fed with this apparatus that I think just amazes me yet today.
1938, you're saying?
This is about 1938, and I'm guessing. She passed away in 1951 when I was young, and I remember her well. She spoke very little English.
Her name was?
Christine Chippewa.
In what band or affiliation?
She was a Grand Traverse Band, Ottawa.
And
that was her husband, Daniel Chippewa. He also was Grand Traverse Band.
Okay. And it'd be hard to imagine how many people have been fed in the number of years. What is it made out of? What kind of a tree?
This is what we call black birch, and the hammer is made from the heart of a black birch. Now they're using, this one was made from Indiana. Kevin had these made, and it's made out of, Kevin, what's these new ones made out of?
What?
What kind of wood? The ones from Indiana.
Sugar maple.
Sugar maple.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This one is actually not the sugar maple. This is yellow birch.
No, yellow birch.
How can you tell? What are you looking at?
Hold on.
Are you looking at a little emblem that's stamped?
Yes.
Okay, he's going to go get the other one over here. We're going to take three of them. We're going to look at black birch.
Okay.
Black birch.
Okay, so there's a difference in this wood. If you zoom in really close along here at the end grain, you look at the grain from the side, you see all those little patterns in there? They're like little kind of orangish colored flecks and little tracks that run up. That's sugar maple has those. And you see the growth rings are bigger on it. You know, each year you could count the years, you know. This was a certain year and that was a certain year. Like that might be 1982 and 1983 and 1984 and yeah. And this one here is different. This is made out of yellow birch, the same as the Bootagan is. And if you look at the grain of it, the grain is different looking. This one here, the growth rings are tighter, and it has a different texture to it. You can kind of see the almost little indentations that are in the wood. And those are part of its little structure of how it sends water up and down through the tree, or its sap, which is up right now and dripping in the tree.
We had a pail of water and we wet them, you could really tell the difference.
Oh yeah, and this will have a darker color when it gets wet, or if you oil it, and this will have a lighter color. And so that's how they're different. And then I have one other one that's different that I'll show you. Hold on here. Slide this over here. This one here is a little more rustic. This one's made out of American elm. And it has a lot of cracks and checks in it, but it won't crack all the way through because American elm, if you ever tried to split an elm tree with an axe, good luck. You'll get exhausted. And that's the same with this because the wood is almost like fiberglass, all the fibers all crisscross, the same as a bark. And if you make a basket out of elm bark, or you make a lodge and you cover it with that elm bark, if you kicked it or you threw something at it, it wouldn't break because the fibers are crisscrossed like the wood. And this one's just a little bit taller, so you can stand up and grind if you have this. A little more efficient there.
This is something you would sit down and do typically.
Yes. I remember my grandpa sitting there. You could hear in the evening, hear the noise.
Almost makes you hungry listening to that.
Yes.
And rice?
Rice meal,
Rice meal, what other kinds of?
wheat, buckwheat. I do buckwheat and corn, rice meal.
Anything that needs to be ground up.
Yes, and it was a food grinder. This is the earliest food processor. General Electric.
And Bootagan, what is that? What does that say in the language?
Really, it's like a smasher, you know. Bootagan is hammer. You know, tagan, that's that, hammer. Bootagan, I think, I don't really know what, I just know that's what it is. No.
Might be the sound even. Maybe.
Could
Maybe
be.
not.
Yeah.
Could be. Could be.